Talofalava malolele o lo'oingo o manamalo ala ilima. Wa'u o le fa'atane. Wa'u fo'i o le presetene o le ao faitonu o Pride Northwest. Warm and Pacific greetings in Samoan and Tongan. I am Manamalo Ala Ilima. I go by Malo for short. And I am Fa'atane, which means in the manner of a man in Samoan. I am the board president of Pride Northwest, and we are the 501c3 organization that is responsible for coordinating Portland Pride Parade and Festival for over 25 years. And I want to start by welcoming all of you into this space. And by doing so, I would like for us to think about the land that we are on. Some people have come to this land by force and against their will. Some people have come to this land with the idea of refuge and safety and opportunity for themselves and their loved ones. And some people have been on this land for many generations that can be counted. We are currently on the ancestral lands of the Multnomah, the Chinook, the Tualatin Kalapuya, the Molalla, the Clackamas, the Cathlamet, and the Lokolora tribes of the Columbia River. We also would like to acknowledge that we are the beneficiaries of stolen labor off of stolen land. We were fortunate enough to film the Portland Pride Parade that you're about to see at the Portland International Raceway. PIR sits on the former site of the city of Vanport, once the second largest city in Oregon and arguably the most diverse city in Oregon. Our staff, our volunteers, our board have been truly intentional about bringing an experience about Pride in such a way that was safe yet engaging. And we understand that many of us, have been going through this pandemic for well over a year and are waiting to re-engage as we reopen parts of the state. So we thank you for your patience, and you're so resilient, but we're also very happy that you're tuning in today so that you can be a part of the celebratory aspects of what makes Portland Pride what it is. And we thank all of our sponsors, our community-based organizations and partners, donors, such as yourselves and our community for still finding time, energy, and space to show up, whether it's virtually or as safe as we can be in person. And I just want to thank you all for hanging in there. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I also think that there's a rainbow too, and hopefully a pot of gold for everybody. So please enjoy. And also you'll hear some words by our executive director, Deborah Porta. And just know that Pride Northwest is so happy that it's June and that we can share in the joy for Pride Month with all of you. Happy Pride.
Thank you, Malo. Thank you for your welcome, for your words, and for your leadership, not only of Pride Northwest, but of the community as well. I also want to welcome everybody to the 2021 Portland Pride Virtual Parade. As Malo mentioned, we filmed it earlier this month at Portland International Raceway. We think you'll enjoy the contingents, the floats. Although this was definitely not the norm and smaller in scope, there's nothing that will match being able to be in person in the downtown streets. And we didn't attempt to try and match that. But we are so appreciative of the energy and the passion that everyone brought to PIR that day, as if we were in the middle of tens of thousands of people. The energy was just as high. The artistry of the floats was just as good. And we think you're really going to enjoy the program. We're glad that you're here. We're glad that you are joining us. And after this broadcast, the Pride Parade broadcast will be uploaded to our YouTube channel to be able to enjoy anytime moving forward in the future. Thank you again for joining us, and have a good time.
Hello, welcome to Portland Pride 2021. I'm Jenny Hansen.
And I'm Maria Peters Lake. Welcome to Pride 2021.
And I'm Emily Burris.
And I'm Summerlin Seasons, and we are your 2021 Virtual Pride Parade MCs.
We were heartbroken when the Portland Pride Parade was canceled last year.
But Pride is back, and so is the parade for 2021.
Things are a bit different this year. Instead of marching through downtown Portland, we're here at the Portland International Raceway, where we can all spread out, be safe, and still celebrate Pride together.
So let's get right into the action and let the celebration commence.
All right, the Dykes on Bikes have a long tradition of kicking off Pride parades and marches across the country. A symbol of the LGBT pride, defiance, liberation, and empowerment, Dykes on Bikes have been charging up Pride since 1976. Wow. Man, oh man. That gets your heart pumping.
I know.
I'm feeling a rumbling in this little seat.
Well, you've been on one of those at the parade?
Yeah. Wow. And here's that's very loud.
This year's Color Guard is presented by Veterans for Human Rights, a Portland-based veterans organization working for all LGBTQ military veterans and their loved ones. Veterans for Human Rights has presented the Color Guard each year since 1996.
That's no lady, that's Darcel 15 and Company. Celebrating 54 years, Darcel 15 & Co. remains the longest running show of its kind in the world. Darcel is the Guinness World Record holder, the oldest working drag queen in the world. Join us for the historic shows Friday and Saturday nights, their Sunday Fun Day drag queen brunch on Sundays, and Catch a Rising Star on Tuesdays.
Happy Pride Month from Avamere! Happy Pride Month from Avamere! We find it super important to talk about queer elders and their history. We think it's super important to note that 3 million people over the age of 50 identify in the queer community and do not get the health care they need or the senior housing they need. By 2030, it'll be 7 million seniors over the age of 50. On top of that, 34% of people who are over the age of 50 and queer feel a need to recloset themselves when looking for senior housing, and we just want to make sure that you know that we support you, we love you, we see you, you're valid. Happy Pride Month! Happy Pride Month!
Located in the Pearl, Deschutes Brewery is proud to be sponsor of Pride Northwest since 2007 and was the first brewery to march in the Portland Pride Parade. Deschutes Pride Beer, Bubbles, and Brunch helps raise money for local LGBTQIA+ nonprofit organizations and is available only in their Oregon pubs and tasting rooms. The Pride flag flies year-round at Deschutes as a commitment to honoring the LGBTQAI community every month of the year.
Woohoo! A multi-denominational organization which seeks to bring together LGBTQ Jews in Portland and the surrounding areas. We just saw Jewish Pride, Greater PDX, their Jeep, I should say, all decked out. Yes.
It's a good color.
It is a good color. It's like a royal blue.
Yes.
Is that what that is? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Looking good.
Warm Pacific greetings, Utopia PDX. It stands for the United Territories of Pacific Islanders Alliance, Portland, whose members span the islands of American Samoa, Hawaiian, Marshall Islands, Northern Marianas, Federate States of Micronesia, Palau, Samoa, and Tonga. They're a 4-year-old 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides sacred spaces to strengthen the minds and bodies of the QTPIs, queer and trans Pacific Islanders, through community organization, political engagement, and cultural stewardship. Due to the pandemic, Pacific Islanders have been hard hit, and Utopia PDX has been incredibly busy and co-founded with several Pacific Islander community-based organizations in Oregon Pacific Islander Coalition to organize a cohesive COVID-19 response statewide. Wow.
Yeah. They were fun.
Yeah.
They had a chief and everything, I think.
I like people from Tonga.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, because they love to celebrate.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but
I
could
they
tell
dance
by
a lot.
the car.
And
Yeah.
I love that. I love, I love a culture that includes dancing.
Yes.
As expression or, I don't know, conversation even,
Right.
But yeah, I just love the people of Tonga.
And here comes Kaiser Permanente. This year's float reflects Kaiser Permanente's 75-plus year commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. The multifaceted prism of color represents the diversity of the communities they serve. It also represents Kaiser Permanente's strong commitment to health equity and the vision that everyone has the right to quality health care. The float was assembled and hand-painted by Kaiser Permanente team members. The message, all for love, love for all, underscores the belief that we all have the right to live and love freely without judgment or discrimination. The float is also accompanied by Portland's Last Regiment of Syncopated Drummers, always a great hit in the Pride Parade. Riding on the float is Jeff Collins, a president of Kaiser Permanente's Northwest region, and KP team members, many of whom are part of the LGBTQ+ affinity group called KP Pride. This group has more than 450 members and allies who work year-round to promote an inclusive workplace where employees feel safe, respected, valued, and supported.
Morel Inc. is your print and marketing partner, a state-of-the-art print shop and mail house based in Northeast Portland. Morel Inc. was founded in 2004 by local icon Bill Dickey. Under new ownership since 2016, Morel is proud to be a woman-owned union print shop and an active supporter of LGBTQ organizations like Cascade AIDS Project, Basic Rights Oregon, and the Portland Gay Men's Chorus. You can visit them at www.morelinc.com.
Okay, so we're looking at TriMet right now with their colorful bus. So they are firmly committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And this is a longtime supporter of LGBTQ+ rights in the Portland metro area. And to reinforce their values, TriMet worked with the LGBTQ+ community this year to create a tribute that features 9 individuals who've made our city, region, and world a better place to live. And a lot of them featured there on the side of the bus. That's so cool. You can see them there. They've made so many contributions to the community. They're a big champion for LGBTQ plus rights in the community. They also have a Pride Employee Resource Group, and they're proud to honor these people who've helped advance human rights while also empowering everyone to celebrate. You hear that bus door opening, their individual and unique diversity. TriMet encourages you to learn more about the people showcased on the bus at trimet.org/celebrate. That is so cool. Do you know those people?
So I see Darcel's on there.
Oh, Darcel,
Yeah, Kathleen Sadat, yes, yes. Gail Shibley.
Oh,
These are
yeah.
wonderful people. This is great.
Yeah, I haven't seen this bus around town. I'm excited to see it
Me,
now.
me as well. Yay,
Little piece of
TriMet.
history there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Look at that. George Nicole. Aww. George Nicola has really done a lot with the LGBT history.
Yeah.
And he's part of that group, and he's just so into the community and everybody knows him.
Yeah.
You know, he's just so good. That was
great.
great.
Yeah, that was really cool.
What's the name of the group? So this whole group is the Gay Men's Chorus, and you're rolling here silently? I'm gonna need you to sing something. Come on. Right.
Yeah.
I need that. The Portland Gay Men's Chorus, founded in 1980, has been a proud participant in every Pride parade since its founding. Leading off this year's contingent is parade organizer and founder Gary Coleman, and PGMC is the fourth oldest established gay chorus in the country and has performed across the U.S. and internationally. This season, the aptly named Dare We Sing will hopefully be our last and only virtual season ever. PGMC, together in song, 131 strong, proud to be part of this year's 2021 Pride Parade. If you haven't had a chance to see their Pride concert, Chasing Rainbows, you have one more opportunity this afternoon to watch this Diva-licious spectacular. That's great.
That is good. We need him to sing.
I know.
And here we have our beloved local company, Columbia Sportswear. This homegrown company was tested tough by their sassy, sexy founder and chairman of the board, Gert Boyle, for many years. Current CEO Tim Boyle was the first CEO in the state to publicly announce his support for gay marriage, and he and his wife Mary have been champions of LGBTQ rights. At Columbia, they want you to get out, get proud, and make a difference in the great outdoors. Hike your own hike.
I love Columbia. Their products are so good.
They are. My closet is full of Columbia. I love the bubbles. That's so cute. We've got it all covered. We've got the van if you're gonna go camping. You've got the boat if you want to hit the water. All the ways to get outside.
CARE Oregon is thrilled to be part of the 2021 Portland Pride Parade. As providers of Oregon's health plan, CARE Oregon serves nearly 500,000 Oregonians, more than any other health plan in the state. Every day, they strive to make sure everyone has access to great physical, dental, mental health care, and more. As longtime advocates of the LGBTQ plus rights and equity, CARE Oregon and their providers offer a range of services that specifically support our community, including gender-affirming care, support resources for the LGBTQ plus youth, coverage of many costs associated with gender transition-related care, and more. But good health goes well beyond healthcare. That's why CARE Oregon is community's giving team has contributed more than $10 million over the past 10 years to increase access to food, housing, education, and more. Greater access and opportunity for more people lifts us all. When we are seen and heard as equal and important, our communities grow stronger. Care Oregon is making healthcare work for everyone. That's the Care Oregon effect.
For the Imperial Sovereign Rose Court. The Imperial Sovereign Rose Court is Oregon's oldest LGBT nonprofit with the state. With over 60 years of service to the community, the Imperial Sovereign Rose Court is dedicated to helping the community in any way possible.
That's actually where the 15 from Darcel 15 came from. Darcel was the 15th Rose Empress of the city of Portland. And then I was Rose Empress number 58, and the one just passing us, she is Rose Empress 62.
That's fantastic.
61.
A long line of royalty.
I know.
PGE is excited to be here celebrating the resilience of the LGBTQ plus community and the spirit and commitment of allyship. Oregonians find joy in these moments of genuine connection. We applaud Pride Northwest on creating such an innovative way to celebrate as a community despite our current situation. While we're celebrating safely apart, we're together in spirit as a community. Pride Month is about celebrating love, and love is an Oregon kind of energy.
Tell them to crank it up. Get that music loud. maximum.
A special thank you to Columbia Bank for their support of Pride Northwest and Portland Pride. Columbia Bank, Portland's premier community bank, is proud to sponsor Pride Northwest. Together, we can all bank on the power of diversity. How you doing? Good. Happy Pride. Are you excited? All right. It's hard to tell with the mask, but your eyes look excited. There you go. I want to, next year, I'm going to hold everybody's hand, whether I know you or not, and I'm walking with you. I can't wait. I know, I can't wait to, touch people and look in the eye and hug. And, we want to really celebrate. And I mean, this is a good way to do it for now, but we need some normalcy.
Yeah, some interaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will. You remember this. Look for me next year. I got a hug waiting for you.
All right, we have Comcast coming up here. They know that a diverse and inclusive company is a more innovative and successful one, which is why we stand with the LGBTQ plus community in celebrating Pride year-round through the curation of new programming. You can actually say Pride into your X1 voice remote. Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
And it gives you, resources and events with celebrations of pride in the hearts of all of us, including the Comcast Out Employee Resource Group. Members here today where you don't have to be to belong. So we're proud to join our community in Pride Northwest. It's exciting to be here again after a season where many events were canceled or postponed supporting the Portland Pride Parade, and we're of course glad to see them too.
Yes.
And that's cool. They have all those little functions.
I cannot wait to go home and talk into my remote. I'm
Yes.
going to try it.
Yeah, me too.
How fun.
That's my favorite thing about those remotes. Yeah.
Yes.
But look, they have little streamers on their trucks that go up,
So adorable.
fix the lines and stuff. Yeah.
I love it. That is great.
Mm-hmm.
I like that everybody's getting into it. I know it feels a little different.
Yeah.
But they're acting as though we're on the streets of downtown Portland, and I
Yes.
like that. It's okay.
And not on the scorching hot racetrack of
Right.
Portland International Raceway.
There's that.
There is that, but we have a canopy, so
We're
sitting-
doing good
we're
and
sitting
feeling much
pretty
better.
in your sequin dress.
Right.
Yeah.
I do feel much better. I need those pride balloons. Look at the little heart-shaped pride balloons. I didn't even realize that.
Happy Pride, happy high holidays of Pride, the high holy days. I'm Reverend Nathan Meckley, pronouns he, him, his, and I have the honor of being the pastor of Metropolitan Community Church of Portland, and I am so delighted to just welcome you and celebrate Pride with you this month and today. Regardless of what your spiritual or religious brand or identity is, I invite everyone who is experiencing Pride to recognize that this is a spiritual moment. MCC was born out of that recognition that who we are is spiritually valid, and not only valid, but worth celebrating in the world. There are three spiritual themes that I really hope you can identify and bear witness to this Pride. First is connection. I remember my first Pride decades ago. I saw thousands of people stretched in front of me in a pride parade, and I knew I would never be alone again. I found my people and my connection. Also, this is a witness to liberation and freedom, also a spiritual story. The journey from oppression to liberation, from captivity to freedom, is a spiritual celebration and a spiritual story. We can celebrate the progress already made, and it's even more important right now when there continue to be discriminations and oppressions, particularly against our trans siblings. It's important to gather together in unity and celebration for our liberation and our freedom. And also the spiritual theme of authenticity. If you have ever heard otherwise, I want you to hear what I say to you right now. You are created in the image of God. exactly as you are. Whatever your gender identity, whatever your sexual orientation, your loving is sacred and worth celebrating. So, once again, let us celebrate Pride together. I pray that you have a happy, a healthy, a safe, and a blessed high holy day of Pride this season.
All right, here comes the Freightliner Cascadia from Swan Island-based Daimler Trucks North America. It's all wrapped in rainbow colors, and with nearly 25,000 employees in North America and more than 100,000 employees globally. Daimler Trucks proudly supports Pride parades around the country and the world. Daimler Trucks values and embraces the diversity of its employees, customers, and communities, and is proud to have called Portland home for nearly 6 decades. Daimler Trucks North America, for all who keep the world moving.
Hi, I'm here today with DTNA Daimler Trucks North America. This is our 7th year participating in Pride Northwest, and we're so excited to be here with you. Today I've got the Equal group behind me performing the Macarena. Equal is our LGBTQIA+ employee business resource group, and they are all about promoting diversity within Daimler and in the community. We do that through actively promoting the hiring of diverse candidates, as well as retaining them through awesome corporate policies as well as education. But we don't just care about our employees and our internal policies and values, we also love to be part of the community. Over the last years, we have engaged with many organizations. Over the last 3 or 4 marches, we've had the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention join us in the march. We also have been so proud to have PFLAG as well as Outside In join us in our community at work, serving on our ally panel. The ally panel is designed to teach us how to be active participants and allies with the transgender community. And lastly, we don't want to forget Our House Portland. This super energetic group of Equal has volunteered at Our House, helping them with just general maintenance and upkeep, while they educate us about the great work they do here in Portland, including the continuum of care for those living with HIV. We are all about the camaraderie and joy that comes out during Pride Month, and nothing exemplifies that better than being part of the Pride Parade. Thank you so much, and happy Pride.
All right, and here comes C-Tran. They're proud to support the LGBTQIA community and the diverse and unique individuals that collectively make up our community. Pride without prejudice. That's our community. That's our promise. That's C-Tran with their little
Rainbow bus.
Rainbow bus.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I like that. Ride proudly.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, and they're all in the bus.
Oh, yeah. That'd be the way to go.
That would be.
Now is this the? Oh, they got a little caboose.
Oh,
too.
a little caboose.
Yeah.
You're exceeding the speed limit.
Yes. You should really honk or something.
I know. That's I like trying to get him to honker. You can give us a honk or something. Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
Yes! Nice.
Cute little hat on.
That's a cute little bus. Who knew?
All right, next up is Q Center of Portland. Q Center and Hand Up Project are excited to celebrate their growing partnership and commitment to combating food insecurity in the Portland metro area. This June, we have increased the People's Pantry hours at Q Center to every Monday. We are also in the process of creating a permanent pantry on site and mobile pantry to serve those for whom transportation is a barrier. No one in our community should ever be without food, and together we are here to help. The Q Center of Portland.
I love those streamers, the rainbow streamers. Those are pretty.
The Sweethearts of Portland are a state and federally registered 501c3 public charity devoted to raising funds for other nonprofits. Founded on the spirit of Rose Empress Velvet Monet, who is commonly referred to as Sweetheart of Portland, the title became official in 1989. Velvet and Robert Thomas became the first crowned Mr. and Miss Sweetheart Portland. Mr. and Miss Sweetheart Portland differ from other Portland titles in that the title holders are determined by who can raise the most money for charity. Please welcome Duchess 6 of the Sweethearts of Portland, Sin Nombre. Sin Nombre is the first deaf title holder in the city of Portland. She is a huge advocate for making all spaces deaf accessible and hosts and appears in several shows both online and at the local lounge, and is the co-founder of the nation's only all-deaf ASL show. Dutch X1 of Sweethearts of Portland is Barb B. Valentine. She is the first non-binary title holder to hold a title in the city of Portland, and Barb is big on supporting local entertainers and proud to be visible non-binary representative of them. Mr. Sweetheart 33, DJ Queer Cub, is a drag theater sound tech DJ who loves to support their community, and they firmly believe that Black Lives Matter. They believe that we need to come together to stop Asian hate and that trans voices are important. Miss Sweetheart 33, Coco Gem Holiday, believes their drag is where they can make the impact to create a better space and a more welcoming, accepting place for marginalized communities. The Sweethearts of Portland.
Inclusion Revolution. Special Olympics Oregon believes in the transformative power and pure joy of athletic competition. Every day across the state, we help children and adults with intellectual disabilities become athletes and grow a strong, supportive community of advocates. Through year-round training and serious competition, Special Olympics participants journey along a proven pathway to better health, essential life skills, and lifelong friendships at no cost to athletes. We support 150 schools across Oregon through Unified Champions School with inclusive fitness and unified programs. PFLAG loves you! This is PFLAG Portland. PFLAG envisions a world where diversity is celebrated and all people are respected, valued, and affirmed, inclusive of their sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. And celebrating with these Portland PFLAGgers this Pride Month is the lovely, the beautiful, the sublime Queen Binky Bellflower. PFLAG Portland is one of the oldest chapters in the PFLAG network with a 40-year history of support to the LGBTQ community. So wherever you live, east side, west side, downtown, out of town, you can connect with your PFLAG community online at one of their PFLAG Connects online support circles. Just go to pflagpdx.org. Check out the events listed on the homepage to attend the next online gathering. Now take it away, Queen Bellflower. The Underground Barbershop is a new kind of barbershop for all types of people. We specialize in colors and cuts for everyone and love to work on all types of hair. We believe that life is all about healthily balancing your work and family time. We believe that everyone should enjoy time off with their family. We work hard and play even harder. We love art, music, skateboarding, and beach towns. Come vibe with us, do what you want, when you want. More importantly, do you, boo. That is the Underground Barbershop.
Proudly worn by individuals from all walks of life as a symbol of rebellious self-expression for over 60 years, Doc Martens, one of the most instantly recognizable silhouettes in footwear today. The streamers flying here are filled with statements from Doc Martens employees from across the U.S. telling what pride means to them. While everyone can't be here in person today, they have brought the spirit with them. Whatever your color, creed, sexual orientation, musical taste, passions, or beliefs, Doc Martens is proud to celebrate inclusivity and diversity.
Happy Pride from Joyful Transitions PDX. We are a brand new trans and disabled owned organization founded to provide transitional materials for those in need, with priority to people of color and those experiencing homelessness and poverty. Through community fundraising and future partnerships, we hope to provide more binders like these for those in need, as well as more transitional materials such as STPs, packers, boxers, and gaffs.
During Pride Month, we're raising funds through a t-shirt campaign with vibrant pronoun art. To learn more about us and how to support local trans people's access to these materials, please check out our website at joyfulpdx.org.
All right, here we've got a very fun float coming. This is the Latino Network, a Latino-led education organization grounded in culturally specific practices and services. Hey guys, they've got a blow-up unicorn, some fun stuff there. They're rocking. They work to lift up youth and families to reach their full potential, and their work springs from the core belief in Latino community self-determination. So again, that is the Latino Network. Having a good time.
They are.
That's a big turnout there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very colorful.
I love it. I love the flowers on the back. Everybody's been very creative with their
car floats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if it were left to me, it would just be a car.
Right. With a sticker.
No. Yeah. Here I am. Ding, 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 ding.
Well, you got your sequin dresses. And
Okay,
things.
so
yeah.
I can do.
Yeah, you can pull it off.
It's all good. Honk a horn, Blazers, do something.
The Portland Trailblazers and Rip City Management honored to be participating in this year's virtual Pride Parade, and they are committed to creating an environment where everyone feels safe and welcome. After all, we are all part of Rip City.
City.
Blazers is always next year.
Yes.
Right.
The Imperial Sovereign Court of the Willamette Empire in Salem, Oregon. It's the ISCWE 44th year of fundraising in the Willamette Empire. We'd like to introduce to you our 43rd monarchs, His Most Imperial Sovereign Majesty, Star Emperor 43, James Van Gogh, and Her Most Imperial Majesty, Star Empress 43, Curdy St. James DuPont. They're joined by the Board of Directors and College of Monarchs and other title holders. Yay! Hi, fam!
They're so cute.
Now make sure when you get up there that you do something that looks good. Did you practice your moves? Come on. Get Curdy to get up.
What's the wobble?
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's what I do after a long night. It's
Yeah, that sounds right. It's what I do when I have too many rosés.
Right. City of Portland's committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion by partnering with community, culturally specific organizations and small businesses to show our respect and support. We're committed to adding value by building relationships with communities to better provide service. Our focus is to foster an environment that is welcoming for all as we are better together. Woo! City of Portland, yay!
Oh, they even have the parking kitty.
The parking kitty. I love
the parking kitty.
Okay, that was probably the best thing that happened to downtown, right?
Yes.
I love sitting in my car and putting in a password.
Like when it's raining or something.
Isn't that great?
It's amazing.
The only thing that ever stops me is trying to figure out what the code is.
Right.
But once I got it down,
what zone you're in
what
or
zone?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, same. Yeah.
But I love it. That's the best.
That's awesome.
Portland First Church has marched in the Pride Parade for over 25 years. They welcome all people to their congregation and proudly help to found the annual Interfaith Transgender Day of Remembrance service in 2017. They've danced and sung and celebrated our LGBTQI siblings since they devoted to becoming a reconciling congregation in 1992 and couldn't pass up an opportunity in 2021 to participate.
GLSEN Oregon is an all-volunteer chapter of GLSEN National. Since 1997, GLSEN Oregon has fought for every student's right to a safe, supportive education. GLSEN Oregon is a grassroots initiative working across Oregon and Southwest Washington to ensure safe schools for all students, regardless of sexual orientation and gender identity. There are 45 GLSEN chapters around the country doing this important work. Join us today. GLSEN Oregon supports students and educators, organizes around LGBTQ affirming public policy, plans teacher trainings, and hosts events for students, educators, parents, and allies. Chapters like ours play an important role in bringing GLSEN nationally recognized programs and visions to right where we live, work, and learn. We're always looking for new volunteers to help us ensure safe schools for all students. Explore our website to find out more about our work in Oregon and Southwest Washington to learn about how you can get involved in local and national events. These folks did not come to play. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars.
It is a full caravan.
They are ready.
We love to see it.
Hi.
A recovery community organization serving youth from 18 to 35, 4D offers peer-delivered services, houses, meetings, and recently launched an LGBTQ+ specific program to offer a safe space for people to recover from substance use disorder.
All right, next up we have Full Spectrum Therapy. Full Spectrum Therapy is a trans and queer-owned and operated outpatient mental health practice located in Southeast Portland. Full Spectrum Therapy works with people young and old from all across the spectrum of LGBTQ+ identities. Full Spectrum Therapy believes your mental health matters. Full Spectrum Therapy is proud to be a part of the Portland queer community and celebrate pride with our patients every day.
And here we have Big Brothers Big Sisters Columbia Northwest. At Big Brothers Big Sisters Columbia Northwest, we know the power of chosen family. It's what we're all about. We create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite the power and promise of youth, and we have big pride. Our 100-plus-year-old name may be binary, but our program is not. We proudly enroll participants from across the spectrums of gender identity and sexual orientation. If you're age 6 to 17 and would like a mentor, reach out to us. And if you're an adult who wishes they had an LGBTQ role model as a child, are you ready to step up and volunteer as a mentor? You are the role models we're looking for. Connect with Big Brothers Big Sisters Columbia Northwest at itsbigtime.org.
Happy Pride! Big Brothers Big Sisters!
First Christian Church Portland. First Christian Church of downtown Portland is an open and affirming church welcoming queer people as the beautiful and amazing folk God intended. We're proudly affiliated with the Disciples LGBTQ+ Alliance, and we are an anti-racist, pro-reconciliation congregation that believes Black Lives Matter. We profess that God loves every single person exactly as they are, and we celebrate love and human diversity in all its form. FCC Portland is located in the heart of downtown Portland on the South Park blocks on the corner of Southwest Columbia and Southwest Park Avenue.
Hey, First Christian Church!
First Christian Church Portland.
To anyone that needs it! Go, First Christian Church!
Okay, it's time for Ogala. They are LGBTQ+ attorneys, judges, law students, and legal professionals working to support the needs of all peoples in Oregon. Street Roots creates income opportunities for individuals experiencing homelessness and poverty by producing a newspaper and other media that are catalysts for change. At Street Roots, we celebrate our LGBTQ vendors and community, and every day is Pride.
Next up, we got Miss Bolivia Carmichaels. Bolivia has been entertaining audiences here in the hometown of Portland since 1995. She is well known for her energy, her positive attitude, and for keeping the party lively with her 17-year run as host MC of Portland's premier gay nightclub, CC Slaughters, and her continued residency at world-famous Darcel XV & Co. Today she brings her One Queen show curbside with her wildly successful traveling show entitled Bolivia Carmichaels Roadshow. With microphone in hand and dressed in full glamorous and dazzling drag, her individual outdoor show is an experience like no other, bringing neighbors, friends, and family together for a fun-filled half hour at your address. Contact Bolivia Carmichaels at boliviacarmichaels@gmail.com today for booking information.
What's up, everybody? Happy Pride 2021! Bolivia Carmichaels right here with you at the Bolivia Carmichaels Roadshow, bringing the show right to your very street. That's right, bringing the drag show to your street. All you gotta do is tell me when and where, and I'm gonna be there, all right? My name is Bolivia Carmichaels. This is the Bowmobile. Bolivia Carmichaels Roadshow at your service. direct from Darcel 15 and Company, CC Slaughter's nightclub, and every other nightclub in Portland, let's be honest, okay? Ooh, honey. Happy Pride 2021. Yes, I see Summerlin season.
Hi.
Happy Pride 2021, everyone, one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, lady and gentlemen, Happy Pride 2021. We made it, are you kidding me?
And this is Quest Center for Integrative Health. Our mission at Quest Center for Integrative Health is to provide integrative healthcare services, education, and inclusive community support to people seeking a wellness-focused approach to fully living. Our doors are open to all who seek a life of health and wellness. We strongly believe that all of our clients should have access to excellent service regardless of their income, insurance, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, race, ethnicity, disability, veteran status, HIV status, or chronic health conditions. Quest's three primary service communities are low-income individuals, people living with HIV, and LGBTQIA2S+ folks.
All right, it's the Warrior Room. The Warrior Room is a kettlebell gym in Milwaukee dedicated to helping every person move their body in an environment free from judgment. Committed to body positivity, celebrating our queer and trans community, and anti-racism, their clients are all ages, all abilities, and all badass.
I love that.
I like the badass listening up, and all badass.
Free to be! Happy Pride from PNC!
Please welcome Clackamas County. At Clackamas County, the Clackamas County Queers and Allies Employee Resource Group provide LGBTQ+ education, engagement, and advocacy for Clackamas County employees in order to create awareness and inclusion to empower equitable change in our workplace. In recognition of their desperate impact that COVID has had on the LGBTQ+ and BIPOC communities, the Clackamas County Queers and Allies Employee Resource Group reallocated the funds they would have supported its participation in last year's Portland Pride Parade to support local businesses. This group also led countywide recognition of the Trans Day of Remembrance in November 2020 and the Trans and Gender Non-Conforming Day of Visibility in March 2021. Clackamas County's Queer and Ally Employee Resource Group is proud to partner with other county equity and inclusion groups to advance Clackamas County's goal to be better, safer, and more equitable workplace and county.
In its 13th season, Portland's Queer Shakespeare Theater is proud to be a part of Pride Northwest for the very first time. They have been bringing their unique brand of improvisational free Shakespeare to parks all over the Portland Metro since 2008. With over 65% women and non-binary actors, and nearly half identifying as LGBTQAI, OPS Fest is a great way to spend a summer evening. Shows will be online if they can't perform in the parks this summer. Visit them at opsfest.org for details.
This is Original Practice Shakespeare Festival! Yeah! We are the queerest Shakespeare Festival in the entire Northwest! And today, you are going to see an incredible fight with swords between Prince Hal and the fierce Hotspur! All right, friends, at it!
I can no longer brook thy vanities.
Go get him, Hal! All right, watch it, Hal! Watch it, Hal! Way to go, Hal! You got this! You got this! Oh! Here it comes! Ooh.
Let's deal with this like women!
Come on, Hal! Oh, dirty trick!
Get her!
Dirty trick!
Get her!
Thank you! All summer, each weekend, beginning June 21st, Original Practice Shakespeare Festival, the queerest Shakespeare in the Northwest!
Okay, we got a colorful float here coming up from T-Mobile. They're showing their unlimited pride and style this year. T-Mobile wants all their employees to be heard and to #BeYou. The Pride and other employee resource groups allows T-Mobile to fund critical work to ensure everyone is equal everywhere. Hey guys, looking good. Nice. Pride is a time to celebrate their progress and also reflect on the work that still needs to be done. So they are, I like. You're beautiful.
That's awesome. They look good.
Yeah, they do look good. They look like Las Vegas.
I know, right? And look even at their little roses.
Yeah. Oh, and they got some Lady Gaga going. Here we go.
That's how you do it.
Star Wars Oregon objective is to create and wear movie-quality Star Wars costumes to promote interest in Star Wars and benefit the community through fundraising, charity work, and volunteerism. Star Wars Oregon is comprised of local chapters of the 501st Legion and Rebel Legion, which are global Star Wars costuming organizations with 16,000 members worldwide. Our local Legion chapters are Cloud City Garrison and Kashyyyk Base, which together include 180 members. On average, Star Wars Oregon costumers make appearances at 180 events in Oregon and Southwest Washington per year. We raise over $17,000 annually for charities and spend over 2,000 hours total in costumes. We don't charge for our appearances and instead ask that donations be made to charity on our behalf. Some of the charities we've regularly supported include Dornbecker's Children's Hospital, Magic Wheelchair, Make-A-Wish, Randall's Children's Hospital, and Autism Society of Oregon. That's Star Wars Oregon.
This is the Human Rights Campaign. The HRC is the largest LGBTQ advocacy group and political lobbying organization in the United States, working to achieve equality for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer Americans. The HRC represents a force of more than 3 million members and supporters nationwide. If you want to get involved, you can find them at HRC PDX on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Jace.
Princess Luna. Destiny.
I'm Jen.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Ryan.
Christine.
This is the Equality Rex.
I'm Miguel, and we are the Human Rights Campaign of Oregon.
Janus Youth Programs has operated community-based programs since 1972. Their network of 40 programs serve over 6,000 children, youth, and families, each making them one of the largest adolescent service organizations in the Pacific Northwest. Youth who are in crisis or are homeless, young parents, and youth living in low-income neighborhoods. When we provide these youth opportunities to build successful futures, our entire community benefits. Janus Youth Programs.
And here's the Portland Lesbian Choir. The choir, under the direction of Artistic Director Mary McCarty and Assistant Director Kim Hornstein, just completed its 35th consecutive year. The choir, committed to equity, diversity, and inclusion, moved online in spring of 2020 and has completed 3 virtual concerts. Choir membership is open to all. We plan to sing together in person in fall 2021. Find out more about the choir, how you can support our nonprofit operation, and about joining the fun and musically excellent group at www.plchoir.org.
Hope you had a great time. We certainly did.
Thanks for joining us for the first ever Portland Pride telecast. It was a blast.